guys, it's Acting Savvy, and today I'm going to be going over the third part of questions you might be asked by an agent in an agent interview. And the first question of the third segment is, are you willing to cut, dye your hair? Is there anything you're not willing to do? And this is important to think about because every time you do really anything with your hair, you're going to have to get new headshots. And those headshots can be pretty costly. So it depends. Like, if you're getting paid a good amount, enough to get headshots without it being an issue, then it's all up to you. But a lot of times, I know I'm a little iffy about those, especially with doing different hair shows. Because if they do something with your hair and you have like this crazy pink hair, it's going to be really hard to do certain things. But to each their own. And also, if you're not willing to do a certain thing, like if you don't want to be nude, if you don't want to show your body like in a bikini, that's where you express this, because this is where your religious beliefs come into play, your boundaries, anything you're not comfortable in doing. And there's always intimacy coordinators for certain scenes, but still, you have the right to say, nope, I don't want to participate in certain scenes that involve this or that. And that's totally up to you. And I'll move on to the next question. And the next question, what does your life outside of the industry look like? Are you available for auditions? What is your day job? This is like 3 questions all in one, but your life outside the industry. You could talk about your cat, your dog, hamster, husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, and yeah, just pretty much your hobbies, pretty much what you do besides acting. And this is your opportunity to tell them, like, oh, I'm in school, I'm pursuing a master's degree. And this is an important question, this next part. Are you available for auditions? Agents want to know if you're going to be available to get an audition in the day of, sometimes within a couple of hours, but I know with the current strike, they're trying to be sure that actors have more time to submit auditions. So just be sure, like, if you get an audition, you can get it in within 24 to 48 hours, unless they really need it, and you could try getting it done as best as you can, but they're going to have to understand that the quality is going to be, with a very small amount of time, it might be just a really quick audition video, but there's always exceptions to whatever circumstance you're given. And this dreaded question, what is your day job? For some, it could be I teach, or others like have full-time office jobs, and some others might be juggling a bunch of different things. But just be open with what you do to pay your bills when you're not doing acting, and that's really all you gotta do. And I know this seems like a lot harder than it like really is, but just be honest, and they just want to be prepared in case they get last second auditions. They want to see if they could forward those to you right away, or if you're too busy. That's all they really want to know. And the next question is, do you create your own work? And how many social media followers do you have? And I know I hate the second part of that question every time. I feel like performers are so much more than how many followers they have on Instagram. And you could even buy them if you really wanted to, but yeah, no. And I am working on the microphone situation, but I live right by O'Hare Airport, and I know you might hear, even with my editing, some airplanes. I'm blessed to live right by an airport within like 10 minutes, so I guess sometimes that's the price I pay to be able to hop on a plane if I really wanted to travel to other cities for acting. But yeah, at times a lot of airplanes just fly over me. And also, do you create your own work? This could be as simple as like working with independent film directors and pitching in your ideas and helping. Like, even if you make a TikTok and you start just playing around, you're creating your own stuff. As simple as it is, just show them what you create, because I feel like we're all creators. We all use audio in our reels. We all do that. So we are all creating our own work. But it's just phrase it in a way where you are continuing to work on it and improve. And here's another question where it's like, what? So here's one is, have you booked anything? What training do you have and how has it been going? So have you booked anything? Booking could be as simple as work you even get on your own. So if you're working on something, that's a booking. That's a blessing. Like if you get a community theater show, if you get like an independent film role, or if you're collaborating on a commercial project with someone, another filmmaker, that's all part of the booking little umbrella in my books. That's a booking because you got it yourself. What training do you have? You could talk about where you went to acting school, where you went to college, if you studied the arts there. You could always just elaborate on that a little bit. Like, I know a lot of us probably have training from one place or another, but it's just being sure to kind of embellish it a little bit. And how's it been going? Always keep this positive. It's going great. I am always keeping myself busy. You could keep it as simple as that, so they move on to the next question. And the next question, what brought you to this city? I feel like for some of us, especially for traveling in and out of town, we could just say we love being able to be around the film industry. We love being able to collaborate in a giant city or escaping from a small suburb or a small town. So you could always just talk about what you love about that city, even if you're not from there or you travel to and from different cities. And this question I always love to just end as fast as I can, but a lot of times you might actually have questions. So this question is, do you have any questions for me? This is like where you get to ask, like, if they told you something that you're really not sure about, or you're not sure about like a certain like opportunity, or you're not comfortable with something, feel free to ask this now or even after. I feel like you just email them, like if you have a question after, especially when they send you the contract to go over. Yeah, we could totally just talk about that, or like how often they want communication. But I feel like it shouldn't be that big of a deal to ask this question or to even answer it. Like you could always say, no, I don't have any questions. And then that'll be the conclusion of the meeting. And if they like you, they'll send you that contract. If not, it's like dating. Always keep submitting and you will get something. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you guys have an awesome and productive